Good morning. Kind of pulled out here in front of some traffic. I didn't see him coming when I started to pull out, and then it's okay, it's a 2-lane. Doing 75 and a 65. They can go around me if they want to. So, good morning. It's 8:59 and I'm headed to the vet with Serenity. She had me up and down most of the night, and oh crap, I put my patient on board and I didn't get it stuck good. Ooh, I hope I don't lose it. I've got this sticker in the back. I have to pull over. I stuck it on and then I thought, I'll stick it on better, and I did not stop. I don't want to lose my sticker. It was expensive. Serenity had me up. And at one point, I tissued her and she had some fluid coming out, and I thought it was a puppy coming out. But it wasn't. So she's just kind of in pre-labor, and then I she pulled over right there. Called the vet at 7 when I got up. So anyway, then I lay back down after nursing Cinnamon's puppies, and I'm dreaming that there's this puppy laying in the floor, and I'm picking it up and I'm resuscitating it. Anyway, this wasn't a very restful night. And she definitely is in pre-labor. And I'm looking behind me to see if I've lost my sticker. It says patient on board. I was not feeling very patient. My wonderful husband came to help me, and so I had to nurse Steffi's 2 batches. And anyway, I should have pulled over right there. That would have been a great place. I should know places to pull over, and I really don't. Oh, hear her coughing? So we had no coughing. Let me pull over. Well, no, I better not pull over there. That's a trucking company, and trucks are coming out. We had no coughing at my barn, and now we have coughing at my barn. So, not very happy about that. Hear her coughing? Here, let me just pull over right here. Right here. Go check and see. I'll go check. So now I'm going to run my video. I'm going to go check that. This is breakfast. This is protein and fiber, right? Go check that. Just popped it off there. It was not very secure. It was popped right off there. So I'm glad that I stopped, because it was not secure. If a big truck would have blown by me, it could have blown it off. So it's has to. It doesn't really fit. It's too big, so I have to kind of curl up an end of it. Oh, excuse me. I've had nothing to eat. No time to eat this morning. Semi-truck. Let's see if I can pull out here. Anyway, I'm glad I stopped. Ooh, I had my brain on greens, and I am burping them. Oh, there's my mic. About to get some breakfast. So Cinnamon's 8 are wonderful. They are really strong and nursing good. They're kind of pooping bubbles because she was eating so much protein before she delivered, and she has a little bit of milk. I don't know how much milk, because they're wanting to nurse. So I actually was going to get in bed before midnight last night, and then Serenity started fussing around, so I didn't. And finally got done about midnight, got laid down, and the puppies had me up at 2:30. I'm like, go back to sleep. So they did, and I slept till 3:30, and then got up and fed them till after 4, and laid back down till almost 7. So I did get some sleep last night, but Serenity kept bumping, so I had her loose, and she kept bumping, hold my paw, hold my paw. And I'd given her a pain pill. She did lay down for a while. So I've got my my mirror where I can see her. She's laying down. I have had him push out a puppy on the way. So, is this Steffi's first litter? I think this was Steffi's first litter, yes. I had went to Dr. Ron's, and she wasn't in active labor. She was just like this. She said she wasn't pushing. And I had the air conditioner on, I had all the doors locked, and I had her inside the car, and I went inside Dr. Ron's office going blah 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 to the girls, and I just felt in my spirit I needed to go check on her. So I come out of the doctor's office, I look in my van, and she's pushed out a puppy, and she's not getting him out of the sack. Well, I was on that side of the van, and the only key entry is on the driver's side. So I'm trying to get in my van, and the van's locked, and I'm running around unlocking the van, which seemed like took a long time, right, if you were underwater, and climbed in the van, pulled the sack off of him so he could breathe, and that ended up being the biggest red puppy in the litter. I remembered his chest pattern. You know, people ask me, why don't you just let them whelp? Well, after 20 years, I've done almost everything, and I'm not saying I've never whelped a litter. I have, but I've also lost plenty of puppies trying to let them whelp. Like Twinkle one time, I tried to let her whelp, and the big one got stuck, and so I rushed her to hoke it, and anyway, when I say anyway, I'm trying to let something go, okay? I had called, I said, I'm on my way, and the doctor said, well, I'm fixing to do a spay. I said, please do not put the spay on the table. I'm 20 minutes away. Please do not. This is when we lived in Goshen. She put the spay on the table, so I get there, and I waited an hour before we got on the table. Well, when you get on the table, it's not like, bam. No. You have to clean them. You have to shave them. You have to get your gown on. You have to put their drape on. It's not bam. It's another 20 minutes before you get a puppy out. Now, not with Dr. Blaine. He is very efficient. He's incredibly fast. So I lost several puppies out of that litter, and anyway, I wasn't very pleased, but it was my fault. Like, she was whelping early, and I think it was 10 o'clock before we got to the doctor, 10 or 10:30, because I just kept on trying to get this puppy out, letting her whelp. Anyway, that's not the only whelping story. Although I have had whelping stories like this dog named Diva I couldn't stand that I purchased from someone. We went to a Christmas, like all my family from out of state was in, and we went to this Christmas dinner thing, and she wasn't due that day, but I knew she was getting close. When we get back, there are 3 puppies in the crate. So it's not like, and I should have let her finish whelping, so that was a bad call on my part to just load her up and take her in, because when I didn't get the doctor I wanted at this other clinic, and she takes so long to do her C-sections, and I told her, I said, she's already had 3 puppies, so she does the whole C-section, and she's trying to sew her up. She goes, oh, well, here's one in the birth canal. Well, of course it's dead. It turned loose. It's in the birth canal. So anyway, so I lost a puppy that way, and then I had to give a puppy back for the dog. I gave a price and a puppy back, so that didn't feel good. So out of 7, I only had 5. Anyway, I'm not complaining, and I sold that dog, and I was so glad I did. I don't know why I couldn't. I know why I couldn't stand her is because she challenged me more than once, and I looked her in the eye, and I said, I'll put a bullet in your head. I said, don't you ever challenge me. I said, don't you think I won't kill you? She's like, okay. my girls that I raise, they all give to me and submit to me. But where she had been raised, she had kind of pushed her human around, and she thought she was going to push me around. I said, and she was a young adult. I said, this isn't going to work. You don't push on me, or you will lose. So I didn't like her. Of course, I didn't like her breeder either, which is not very nice of me, but it's a very odd person. So I told someone yesterday, I said, if I was a dog, I'd be a bull mastiff. I can be very happy, and I can be very loving, and I am very loyal, but don't piss me off or I might kill you. Anyway, there shall be no murdering going on, okay, folks? Be glad I have Jesus in my heart. Like one time, years ago, this is a terrible story. This horrible, in my opinion, breeder of Bordeaux's that lived in Texas, his idea of facilities was dirt in this small backyard in the middle of town. And he left all his dogs together. And he's in Texas. It's hot. I mean, his dogs had sores on them. It was just beyond. So I probably shouldn't tell you all this information, but I had another breeder that had sold him a puppy. I don't know if she sold him a puppy. I don't know. Somewhere or another, she went down there to get her puppy back because he never paid for it. And the police would not back her up, and she could not get her puppy back. And I mean, this guy, in my opinion, what I saw, he was not taking care of the dogs, and I didn't think that was right. And oops, my husband's calling. Anyway, I'll finish the story. I gotta catch this.